Oh, I think it's working. So, not sure where to start. I think I just want to start with right into kind of like into implementation. So in the first part, we were doing basically like a research into what kind of like mitosis is. So it's a library that allows us to write like multiple. So it allows to write one component in this like mitosis thing. They call it light JSX, and then it compiles everything into React, Vue, Svelte, and so on, solid. And so in the first part, we tried that. We kind of like hit some of the limitations and kind of like gave up on it a bit. So second part, I was trying to figure out what is Vue and how do people even write components for it. And I think I ended up deciding on something. For some reason, I like forgot everything I did last week. So hopefully I won't have to redo much of that. But anyway, so for this week, we wanna basically like finish everything. So that we have a Vue version, because basically we have a customer who tries to use our library from Vue, and he has some issues, and basically I'm trying to see if I can I can write it better, or if those issues needs to be solved kind of like on a different level. So so this is our thing where we kind of like so this is like Vite website, and it is using like a component that we wrote, and it starts our widget in kind of like the simplest way possible. And I think what I need to do next is yeah, so I'm trying to push everything into like from Vite demo into its own package, and I don't know how far I got through this. So let's start. So if I'm going to to build this package, yeah, it's not working. So right. So we can go two ways. So first is we can try to write everything into basically like in line, kind of like in the demo itself, and then we can figure out how to move it to a separate package. But I think I decided to go with package first. So I guess that means that we have two fogbender-vue files. Nope, not really. Okay. I wonder why do we even need like this index HTML stuff if it's if you're working with a library, but you never know. So I guess our first issue is that we don't have a vue, not vue, but vite config. And let's create one. Can't you write it in TypeScript? I guess we'll figure it out. Library mode. Okay, let's try again. Okay, different error. So the file worked. Some kind of ESLint, I guess. Converted to exports. Okay. Let's try it. Export default, I guess. So this could be import path from path and import okay. So now it expects to see some kind of like main.js. We wouldn't have main.js, we would have index.tsx or ts, yeah, tsx. Could not resolve flat. All right, src. Okay. So let's remove everything from for now and just export I don't know, const x 123, so something simple that should compile. Okay, it did. I mean that's what we wrote. So what do we do next? I guess we need to have a like a view file. Just fogbender-vue and we could have, I don't know, template and style. Maybe you can have a setup script tag that does do like console log. Yeah. This should be a good start. So now let's try to import it. Import, okay, how do we do it here? App, is what app does. Components, I guess it's like a default export. So here it's just fogbender-vue, and we could probably export it, something like that. Cannot find. Yeah, but you're showing me the content. So so let's build it again, and let's see what's the error is going to be. Okay, so it doesn't know how to import Vue basically. So here our plan is to go back to demo and just see what that config has. I would guess, yeah, it has some plugins, which could be a good time to figure out if we need both of them, but maybe before we would commit this. Okay. So now I guess since we don't have plugins installed, we need to install them. Yeah, I think I tried to figure out before what those mean, but I don't remember being too successful with that. Unmanaged dependency view and vite. Okay. It even seems like it built something. So it does define a component. It does export it. Okay. I mean, we couldn't possibly expect anything better. So now let's go back to our demo and yeah, so it's not a part of monorepo, so it wouldn't be able to pick up the package that we are building. Maybe we can use like link just in case if it works. I mean, I guess I first need to create a link. Publish. Oh yeah, we would have to republish every time we want to have changes. What else? What else? I think you can install npm packages as kind of like a absolute, like a file name. So let's try to do that. Okay. So now in our somewhere here, we need to find what is importing fogbender. Okay, it's getting imported here. So now instead of this, let's have fogbender-vue. Maybe that's going to be enough. Nope. Failed to resolve package. We have incorrect exports and stuff. It might. So no one knows. Yeah, but it's okay. So let's try to do monorepo stuff. So something like that. Now I guess I need to run yarn. Oh yeah, I need to remove so demo package. I need to remove fogbender from here and maybe add like a star or something. Hopefully nothing like will blow up because we have React and Vue at the same time, but okay. So file to resolve. Okay. So let's see if it's still working like at all. Okay, it does. So now let's see if we can let's do dynamic import. Maybe that's going to help. Nope. Failed to resolve entry. Package my incorrect. Okay. So we need package of view. So what is the entry? So it has main module MJS. Yeah, something probably doesn't match with vite.config. So it's like my lib instead of index and so on. So let's do index. Now let's build it. I see. Okay. So one is index ES, the other is index UMD. So index ES.js. Yeah, I hope this is like all of this is how it should be. Why is that on the red? Does that mean anything? Hope not. So let's go back and let's do the work. Yep, module. Okay. Sounds promising. Now does not provide export default, which isn't wrong. It doesn't. Yay! 1, 2, 3. That's basically all we were hoping for. So it's fogbender fogbender-vue out of this one. So if I do 1, 2, 3 here, it doesn't do anything because I guess we need to have like a, instead of yarn build, we need to have some kind of watch process. Start will start work. Mean doesn't look like. Oh yeah, they actually have it here. Oh, we should see it. Global center. Okay, so let's just do vite library mode watch. And again, let's just try to do watch. No. Yeah, this one has changed. If I do this again, seems like it's working. Okay. Seems like everything we were hoping for. It's actually pretty fast. So I guess people are right to think that Vite is pretty cool and pretty fast. I mean, and hopefully pretty cool. Anyway, so we don't need any of that stuff anymore. So we want to go to, I guess, like this fogbender. Just try to copy paste everything and see if it works. Wow, that's good. Now we just need to figure out what we are doing. So one thing about Vue is that it has like single component per file. So we need to yeah. I guess it's just trying to do like React JSX instead of, yeah, I don't understand. Anyway, so what I was saying is that you would probably need to figure out what's the kind of like best way to split everything. But for now, let's just start with React version and let's just see what's kind of like getting exported. So the thing that we are trying to get is fogbender simple widget, because that's kind of like how most people will use it. Uh, yeah, so let's I'm trying to understand. So what we have right now, it's kinda headless widget, but it's more like a floating widget. So I guess does that mean that we don't have an iframe that's needed for this? Okay. Um, so let's clear all of the stuff that's not related to fogbender like at all. All the basically everything is not related for now. So maybe let's leave this file for now here and kind of like don't really do anything about it. Let's just go ahead and let's yeah. I'm just trying to understand what's the best way to go. Do we just okay, let me think about it. So do we just try to write everything as is, kind of like repeating everything that is done in React, or does Vue require kind of like its own way of thinking and its own documentation and its own like snippets and all of that stuff? So it would be cool if it was the same. And again, if we're thinking of like having everything in like one code base with like mitosis, we hope that it's going to look the same. Anyway, let's start with simple widget still. Okay, so this is okay, so let's do fogbender simple widget view and simple widget takes client URL and token. I think that's where you find it. Huh. I guess preacher is not working. Mm. Crashed on mitosis. That's fine. But it didn't work on Vue. Huh. I wonder if our like preacher or C or something doesn't have like just Vue extension. So here it probably have a Vue. Okay. Uh-huh. So It works in the terminal. And works with forest. Okay. We can probably live with it. So that's the props, and this is kind of like this state that we're set, and we use it in provider. Okay, let's view context provider. Is there such a thing? Okay, this is view, provide, reactive, read only. Okay, we use symbols. Okay. Instead, we have state in some kind of reactive. Using refs makes it possible to use huh. So import provider. Is that a thing? Do you really have to? So inject is, I guess, the consumer part. Inject symbol. How does type safety work into any of that? Return theme. Oh my god, this is my anxiety about like trying to figure out the right way to write Vue code is is going up again, because I think like script setup is the opposite of having the script setup thing. I'm like, yeah, I'm not happy. Okay, context. Most similar has inject option, also available in Vue 2. The usage provide and inject. Provide. Okay, this is again is like not the right way of doing it, right? View component. Uh, how do I even like explain that what I want to do? And so this one doesn't even use template stuff. Oh my god, this is just pathetic. Anyway, so let's just go to Vue docs. Maybe if we're if we're lucky, they will have something. Provide prop drilling. Sure. At this point, I feel like prop drilling is the is the easier way out. So app level provide. Okay, this is like none of this makes any sense. reactivity computed symbol keys. We've been using strings with many providers. Oh, so if I use like a name of the provider in my component, it'll probably like mess up with the components outside of it. Okay. So again, this is the wrong syntax, and I don't know if I'm on the right version of like docs. Oh my god. Okay, so what do I do? What is the way out of here? Can I just ignore all of that stuff? Yeah, so maybe like just stuff that they do in React doesn't make sense in Vue, and there's like a other way of doing everything. Yeah, there was the first one that had symbols. Read only. So where's the read only? Oh, read only state. I guess. Okay, so it feels like here I have fogbender widget. So let's start with fogbender widget. Let's just save this file as fogbender widget. So it's just a div that renders iframe. And where is it? Okay, it has like use fogbender. So basically we need fogbender. So maybe let's do it as a prop for now. We have to use type of. I think we have fogbender there. Yep. Thanks, Copilot. Okay, so instead of input ref, it's going to be like div ref. And I forgot how to use refs. let's open the fogbender that we had in demo, because it was using refs. And ref. So for me, when I see this, I see ref equals string, and it doesn't make any sense. Oh, I think my Siri just did some stuff. Any tips on how to like remove it? Okay. I just hope it didn't break anything. So ref, no, it's div ref. We didn't need styles. So unmounted. Let's go back to here. So we do render. I guess also need headless. Under props, and headless. So headless is just a boolean, and might be even like optional boolean. So the ref is, I guess, just a ref. What's step with value? Okay. Yeah, it seems like they had to they had to like okay, so render iframe returns a promise. So I guess it's kind of like the same stuff that we had here. And so mount that stuff and this stuff. So it means you need any of that. Now format. We need this, we need this. Okay, so now we can go to fogbender simple widget, and there we have and there we have an existential crisis on how to combine stuff from scripts and templates. Okay. Hopefully we will get there. I guess. Okay, so let's import it first. Import stuff from it's fogbender simple widget. So it should be no, not simple widget, just widget. So it should be kind of like that. In here, hopefully, it's yeah. So we need to pass fogbender, but we are creating it here in JavaScript. So maybe we need to undo all the unmount stuff and just have it in the, so kind of like here. So have fogbender equals, right? Something like that. And so I don't do this part, but I do the, okay, so why does it say declare but not read? if I have it here. Okay. So now I go to index.test and I have fogbender simple widget. So far so good. So here I use fogbender simple widget. Module does not provide simple widget. Okay, maybe didn't compile. 100 kilobytes. What are we? What we are shipping there? Okay, so packages, fogbender-vue, dist, index, yes. So simple. So export simple. SFC main. Okay, we're clearly inlining some kind of module. Yeah, probably inlining solid. Okay, one main. Setup, block, fragment. Okay, so first in vite.config that we have for package, we need to add like solid. Feel like I should have this list somewhere because I think I had to write this before. Okay, so I see it's just a bit smaller. External global, provide global UMD. Huh. Uh, how do I even know? Oh yeah, from. Okay, from is the ones that worked out, and if not, they're in the up here. Parse group, static class. Maybe that's deviant. So do we have a better package? Dev dependencies, just dependencies, right? The int. Okay. Okay. So this is better. I think the other one is the resize one, but do we use it here? So we do So yeah, I think for the iframe you're using CSS elements. Right, that one is also pretty big. Doesn't look like it worked. Right. So here it is, resize sensor. It says element queries. All right. So the other thing is we have to have a server build, because if you're using it with server-side rendering, there is no way to render our widget on server. So for React, the way that we deal with that is that we have basically like everything is in use effect. So use effect doesn't run on the server. So we didn't do anything on the server in React. So this is something that we need to be kind of like cognizant about. Okay, so I don't understand why this external stuff like didn't work. Modules, like how does it know that it's even going to work? Okay, so what are we going to do? Hmm. So why Fogbender simple widget stuff didn't work? If you look at the AC, so it was just a typo. Okay, I was starting to freak out. So it's widget. Yeah, kids. That's why I don't like default exports. They don't make any sense. So we need to start watcher, right? So what is happening? Fogbender render a frame is not a function. Okay. Which of course is not okay, but hey. So what is happening? So let's start here. Console log fogbender. How do I know which one is the... So fogbender is a... What type is it? Okay, so it's a string that just has the fogbender in it. So how do I pass a value? And all of that stuff is like this something which I have no idea how to use. So what is our problem? Our problem is how to pass stuff. Component basics. Let's go to component basics. When you're not using build step, you can define. Okay, so here is the build step. Okay, I guess that's what like people who are using PHP are dealing with, because they don't want to have like a JavaScript build step. That's what is happening. Okay, so here we have like this is how to pass a child, but how do I pass an object? Okay, so this one is like post ID. So yeah, so if I have a fogbender, so it's still a string, it's somehow magically know that it's okay. It's still a okay. Maybe I had to restart it. So now fogbender is the right object, and it actually worked. Oh, I was I was expecting it to be like way worse, but I guess that's everything that was wrong. We just did okay, now I'm thinking, how do I check the server side stuff? Do I need to use some kind of like nuxt or something? Okay. Not everything is lost. So this is our simple widget. So it needs to get token and client URL from props. So here it's client URL, and we didn't need a ref here. And need any of that here. We didn't need styles. Okay. So far, so good. Yeah, and it doesn't seem like it's the hot loading works. Oh no, it does. Okay. Failed to authorize a user. I guess because I don't pass the client URL anymore. So client URL, or how did I name it? So client URL is going to do this again? No. Yep. Okay. So a bit of kind of like relief that it's not completely broken. Even our, oh, what's this? Okay, so simple widget. Oh, there it is. Okay. See this again. And then redraft. Yeah, I think hot code reloading is not really like picking up everything. So that's why we see some of this stuff. Anyway, so now, um, so I don't know if I want to do any of this provider stuff with Vue yet. So, so we did simple widget. It takes both props and it renders what we expect. Now I want to figure out if it can do like unmounting properly, and maybe it's even enough for the first version. I don't know if I want to want to do floating widgets and all of that stuff yet. Yeah. So unmounting. How do I show anything conditionally? I bet there's some kind of like if or something. Conditional element. Conditional rendering. Vue2. VF. Conditional rendering. Okay. If awesome, Vue is awesome. Okay. I wish. So here we have at h1 it's div, and render this if awesome. Okay. So I guess it's not awesome. What is happening? Property. Yeah, but how does it know when it's a string or it's not? Okay. I guess like token. Okay. So this is like yeah, why do I need like colon here, but I don't need colon here? Okay. I'm not not going into that. So show largely the same, the difference displays property. Okay, so it's like it's hiding. No, we need if, and we need to have like a button that can change this value. So let's try it without without docs. So let's have like toggle, and this toggle will have some kind of like on click, which is that how you write it? Click, on click. Hello. And have a function here that does console log. Nope, it doesn't. So maybe without on, just click. Oh yeah, something happened. Cannot read properties of undefined. So there is no console log, but I mean there's something. Unhandled error during execution of. Okay, who cares? So let's have like a let of like show false, and so here we have show, and here we have like show not show, something like that. This is, I think this is kind of like how Svelte would do it, but I guess it's like it's not reactive. So what do we have for reactivity? Import something from vue. Oh yeah, why doesn't Copilot know what I'm trying to do? State. Nope, there's no state. Ref. Maybe it's a ref. So it's like a ref over false. And then it's like show value, something like that. Show value. Okay, cannot create property false on Boolean. Okay, so now suddenly you have a value. I guess. I wonder if there's like a shorter way. Maybe if I just write it like that. Yeah. Which probably makes sense for someone. Okay, so I mean it works. So what do you want to check if it calls all of the like our unmount stuff? So this is fogbender widget, and it has cleanup, and yeah, I guess we can have here like cleanup is a function that does x, oops, and that's x, but also console logs. Yeah, I think it's probably the only way we can check this stuff. Which means that we did it. We created a library, and so let's. How long does it? Yeah, an hour and something, and 2 previous streams. Okay, so let's go here. Let's not do fogbender for now. Let's just do simple widget. Yeah, we need to also. Anyway, so okay, here packages, you know, all that stuff. Yeah, we'll deal with that later. So we need vite.config, which doesn't work because our element queries is not getting removed out of it. Huh. I think that's not where we got wrong. We actually need to have fogbender as external library, right? Yay, 1 kilobyte. That's what we want to see. Yeah, so globals is fogbender. Yep. So let's actually see what is getting out with it. Right. So it's just the components, kind of like how we would expect it. That's great. So here's we see setup, we see export, which is prop setup is all of that stuff. And this is, I guess, like this is the render. Fogbender, unwrap, fogbender. I don't even know what that means. And here we have props, headless. I mean, we don't pass headless there. So it's it's actually like in terms of TypeScript, this is already wrong, but I guess like who cares? It's Vue. Fogbender, headless, cleanup, render I flare. Yep. Okay. All of those like random digits, numbers, like why? What? Who cares? Ref key, ref. This is probably for like support to older versions or something. Create def. Yeah, I think that looks great. And we figured out what is wrong with the config. Okay, so fogbender widget is fine except for this console log. simple widget. And this fogbender, this is basically like a floating widget. It should be like floating widget stuff, but it's, yeah, we're not using it yet. Yeah, I don't know what to do with yarn yet. Okay, so here's our stuff. We probably need to remove everything as well. So here's our under simple widget in fogbender-vue. Okay, so now let's remove everything. Let's see what's actually in editor. Probably don't care. Yes, lint, probably fine. Who knows? That's fine. README, right? We need to redo README for view. Fogbender-vue. Sure. Yeah, example is going to be different because it should be like everything should be some kind of view template or whatnot. But let's do it a bit later. So the package is fine. ESLint RC. I guess we don't need it. Right. So this is all of the React stuff. Yeah. Plan was to go through all the files and see. Yeah, I guess we're not doing that. No. Don't remove you. Test. Okay, we're not doing test yet. So I guess we're doing, yeah, we're doing TS instead of TSX. That's why we're removing this. We also don't need this. Yeah, we don't have utils yet. TS config is probably fine. We don't have test. Okay. I think that's it for now. So remove unused files. Yeah. Okay. So we can build it. Oh, I guess we can't. Roll up. What? Hmm. Maybe we have a reference for tsx. Yeah. Oop. Okay. I'm a bit confused. Did I remove index.js? Did I forget to? Oh no, I think I forgot to. I forgot to commit it and removed it. Oops. That's why I don't remove stuff, kids. So you. Okay, this is fine. We're going to get through this. So it's just index.js that imports fogbender simple widget from and exports it. It should be it. Cannot find. I guess I did name the file sex, but I mean, doesn't make sense for you. File to reserve. Again. This index.js. It's not index.js, it's index.es. Huh. Okay. I'm not sure what happened there. Does not provide fogbender. Okay. What do I need to do to provide it? It's a dependency. Maybe if I just restart it? Nope. No, that doesn't seem right. Just going so good. In its import vue and the import fogbender. Seems like everything is correct. So this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. So now we need to figure out what broke in the So fogbender. Oh, right. Whew. I was getting paranoid. Yep. Yeah. Great. So now let's do a bit of a README thing. That's kind of like the idea. Take this, and I guess it's Vue or HTML. I have no idea. HTML, JS. I guess HTML because it's all inside the scripts, script tags and stuff. So import import fogbender simple widget. This is happening here. React, we don't need it. We don't need a component. No, just grab this token and plop it here. And the client URL is this one. And token is that one. We didn't have bottom. We have kind of like here. We have if show. Have this. And yeah, I think that's how it should look. Uh, yeah, I'll try to go through Git history and kind of like make it legible. For now, it's just for now I'm just hacking around. Yeah, the plan is uh, you see. Cool. No, I forgot shell. We didn't need it. Maybe we need this as well, and maybe this should be div. Okay. Okay, client. Yeah, they're in different order. Yes, could also do this. Okay. So now, what we want to do is to publish it. We might start with this one because it will prepare all the files and stuff. But I forgot where to look for the published version. I guess. Where does it publish to? Yeah. should be dot curl. Yeah. Fogbender-vue. Okay, so it's packages JSON, README, and gist. Yeah, so looks great. So now we will try npm publish, and which requires password. Yeah, I guess I need to do it here. In pretty nice looking code. Okay, npm. View, looking good. And now let's go to codesandbox. And let's create new, like, do we have nuxt? Maybe not. Let's just do vue 3. App view, template style. So if I open README and just copy paste everything, and then I go to, did I break it or was it already broken? Huh. Oh no. How did I, what's happening? Yeah, so if let's comment this out and this out, will it work? Hello, fogbender. What? Okay, so I guess it doesn't view, it used Babel instead of Vite. That's why it's slower. Better React. I guess because it's just so recently added, they don't have it. I think there is a way to get into like terminal. This is this is a bit of a problem. Okay, so I guess codesandbox view vite. So here I can clearly go to the terminal. I think you need to fork it first or something. So does it look like it's working? Hello? Read only. Okay, how do I fork it? Work. Okay. And I now, yep. Oh, it's probably not using yarn. No, it does. That's great. It installs a lot of packages. I think we have Vue as like a dependency instead of dev dependency or something. No? Yeah, it has like Babel and stuff. Oh, it probably installs it as a dev dependency anyway. Yeah. Okay, so let's again just copy the stuff from README. Save it. Hope for the best. Hello, fogbender. That's promising, but I guess this is Vite without hot module reloading. Expected parsing. Okay. There's no winning with you guys. Yes, it doesn't look like any of this working. Oh, I see an error here. Hey, syntax. Vue does not provide create element block. That's something. Okay, I feel like this is going nowhere. uh, uh, I think let's try nuxt. Uh, so let's just go to team P and like FB V project name. I don't care. TypeScript yarn. Uh, I have no idea what that means. Axios. Linked. Testing. Right, SSR. Static. I think server is more interesting. Sure. Do they have more questions? And it failed. That's just great. Okay. So it's yarn dev. Sure. Wow. It does a lot of stuff. It's like it's like long installation and stuff. So here we're looking for some kind of index page. Extend. Would even, I don't. Okay, so let's go to our README again. Let's just copy paste it and hope for the best. It's not updating again. Reader. What does any of this mean? Okay, let's kill this. Let's kill this. Try again. Hello, fogbender. That's great. So let's do import. Okay, so it crashes on import. Let's do import this way. Okay. So object is not a function, which is great. Not found in vue. Could it be that it's using some kind of like vue2 types? Vue. Great. That's just okay. Let's start again. Next is currently blank. Blah blah blah. No one cares. I mean, some people do, I guess. That's why everything is in version 2 and version 3. Oh my god. Okay. It's going to be great. Everything is going to work. We just need to hit install and yarn 2. Okay, open the terminal, open folder, install dependencies. Okay. So this didn't work. Sure. Okay. This one installing is a bit slower. Okay, but it started. Okay. Sure, fine. So if I write 1, 2, 3 here, okay, it worked. So if I copy this, install here, it's doing something, and this is working on the server. Maybe it does. So how do I check it? I probably need to do like build. Okay. I don't know if this is just like beta stuff or something is wrong with my thing. Chunks or 100 kilobytes of JavaScript. Sure. Headers in use. Okay. 4, 3, 4. Okay. 500. Okay. Fogbender simple widget not found. Sure. Let's start with this. Okay. Let's build. We got build file. Default is not exported. Okay, sure. Okay, started. It's 500 again. Cannot use import statements outside the module. To load at PS module, set your package. Ah. Yeah, so my plan was to see if it fails on the server, but I guess yeah. There are too many ways to fail, and we didn't even get to the server yet. Okay, so there is a goat on the mountain somewhere. What have we learned today? Vue is hard. Build tools are hard. Writing components is hard. So we're using all the kind of like recommended stuff with like Vite and who knows? Yeah. And it's a cool like warning set in your package.json. But in what package.json? In the here. So add type module type. I mean, I can just go into node modules and try to manually write it. So so who knows what is crashing here? Oh, wow! Did that help? Can I do my imports now properly without any of that stuff? Wow, I was so skeptical. So div ref. Okay, so I guess since we are using unmount in the what are we using? When is it happening? Okay, here. So because it's an unmount, probably like nothing happens on the server that could crash. Yeah, I was afraid that I guess it does create this all of this stuff. It just doesn't call render, so which is good. So the only thing that we need to do is in the package we need to add a type module, because we think that that's what was stopping this stuff to work. And now I guess we can push new version. Oops. Nuxt 3 requires type module. And here we go. What I need? I need npm. Okay. So this is like the bonus point of This guy having a kitty for face. So we did it. It's Vue. We couldn't make it work in codesandbox, but I hope that once the codesandbox like updates some kind of cache, we would be able to try it. And yeah, it didn't crash on server. That was like a huge concern, kind of like in the middle of implementing it. But I'm happy. I'm happy that I could could switch off of this project for a bit. Yeah, that I think that's it. I don't know what I'm going to do for the next stream. So I found this like this tool which has really like Comic Sans. Is it really Comic Sans? GT Maru. What yeah, I'm just trying to understand if it's like just a parody of Comic Sans or oh yeah. Right. So it's kind of like new Dino. Not really. So yeah, so I got into the early access stuff. It's not really that hard. You just have to like sign up with your Discord or something. And yeah, I tried just a few things. It's really fast for the things that I did, and I wonder if I can use it in like in really like not how do I say it? Yeah, basically like if it's production ready, if I can use it. So for our project, it's like pretty big, and all the changes that are happening there are applied in like seconds. And yeah, it would be cool to try something like that and see if it can 60 FPS hot modular loading. It's a fun way of saying it, but but yeah, I think it just, I mean, I did look into Vite, right, with Vue. It could be fun to look into something like that and see if it can find like a real. I think what I did is like I tried Nuxt, I think, and it was really fast, and only now they only support like Nuxt and Create React App, and I think for Create React App it still like has like few limitations, so like not everything is supported, but it's not like we use everything in our app, so it could be fun. Maybe we can, I don't know, like drop some stuff. So it's I think there was like some other project that was kind of like similar in scope for this one, but this looks kind of fun. So I think I can kind of like create a stream out of this. Okay, so I'm looking for the stop stream button. So bye everyone.